Come with me as we go to Chicago for a weekend getaway. We were there from Friday early morning to a late flight on Sunday, and we really made the best of it. First, we start off by going to Lou Mitchell, which is one of the famous restaurants that's been there for quite a while now. I felt like it was necessary for us to try what was going on there. Typically, they have milk duds that they give all their customers, but they were out. But we still got the donut in half orange, and the breakfast was pretty good. But what I would really say was delicious was the coffee. So if you're there, drop by and get the coffee for sure. Then we went off to the aquarium, which was quite large and a lot of attractions to see. But our favorite there was the stingray, along with this show that we got to catch. There are a lot of shows that are happening there throughout the day. I would say that's the most exciting part of it. We had a little time to learn about the different animals, and that was fun. We didn't stay long, but after that, we went through the different exhibits that they had and got to see a couple things. My daughter is into that stuff, so for us, marine biology, anything like that, she loves. Then we went over to Giordano's and had, of course, the deep dish pizza. And I asked if they recommend something since it was her first time having it and see if she liked it. We loved it. We really enjoyed it. I've had it before, but I loved it again. Then we went off to the 360 Chicago, and I will tell you, this is such a nice place to go, especially if it's sunset time, and we try to go around that time so you can see the city right before the sun sets and as the sun is setting. And it was just such an enjoyable thing to have that 360 view. It really is a 360 view. One of the things that they have up there, though, if you live in Chicago, are looking for something to do while you're there, if you're going like a couple thing, they do have the Cloud Bar, which was really nice, a great setting for you to be there. I will say though, the drinks were extremely expensive, so I passed on that this time. But if I was there with my honey bunny, we definitely would have went to the Cloud Bar. You can see the menu there. Everything is about $20. After that, we went off and got some coffee from Starbucks. This is one of the largest Starbucks that they have. The next day, we started at the Navy Pier with a speedboat ride that was coupled with the architecture tour. And to be honest with you, I think I enjoyed the speedboat ride more than the architecture tour. But it was really nice to see and hear about the history of the architect that is there in Chicago. I really enjoyed that part of it, but you can see I'm gleaming with joy as we go on the speedboat ride. You don't get really wet. However, I have heard other folks say that they did get extremely wet. We also got a chance. They were testing out when we were there for a sea show, and so we got some of that going on as well too. But you can see the landscape there is just beautiful. The buildings are beautiful, and so we had someone that was able to give us a full in-depth understanding of how the buildings came about, who owns the buildings, why the buildings are there. Some are historic and so forth. So it was nice, and it's not too long. I would advise, if you're going to do this, be on that first one that goes out, because it's not too hot and it's not too crowded. So you're not sitting side by side with somebody uncomfortable. We had a lot of seats that were left empty, but we were there all day, and I could see when the 12 o'clock tour was happening how packed it was. After that, we had lunch, and I don't have a picture of what I ate, but we did eat at the burger joint, and the burger was delicious. If we had one here in Miami, I would be there like every other weekend. It was delicious, and it was at the Ideal F that you can see that those burgers are there. The fries, mediocre, but the burger, delightful. After that, we decided to go on the Ferris wheel, and this was just as enjoyable. I will say, you go 3 times full around, and one is including while they're loading. So if you're going to go up and do it, get your pictures as soon as you get up. Make sure you switch sides. Don't be too busybody, but get your shots, enjoy it. It is air conditioned, which was really nice, and you get those views as well too. So this is just another thing. If you want to see the city from a different level, do it. After that, we decided it's too hot. We got to get some ice cream, and so we went to JoJo's, which is right behind where the Ferris wheel is on the Navy Pier, and pretty quick service. But just for a price check, everything is $10 or more. So get your money up. After that, we decided just to go on the carousel, and it was really nice. I brought back my childhood memory. And then here we did the flyover. Of all the things that we did while we were on the Navy Pier, they were fun. They were probably the best place you can go to kind of do an all-in-one day activity, all your eating, your shopping, all that. However, this was the most remarkable thing I did there, and it runs very close with doing the architecture tour. The reason being is I haven't done anything like this before, and it feels like a roller coaster. The whole experience is about 15 minutes long, but the ride itself for the flyover is only 9 minutes. So at first when you're going, you saw that little clip of like, it was just a little bit of history about Chicago, a little bit about the people in Chicago. A nice song was, kind of going in the background, but it is a great experience. When you're doing the flyover, if you are like me, I had sandals on, you're going to have to take those off. If you have anything that's loose on you, same thing, a purse or anything like that, they do have buckets that are right under your seat that you can slide your stuff in, and a net that holds it very tight so you don't have to be worried. And then afterwards you'll get your belongings. However, this thing makes you feel like you are truly flying over Chicago. And I don't want to spoil it for you, but you get to see all the sights here through the experience. And as you're doing it, you get a thrill like you are literally flying over. Your feet are dangling and you feel breeze, you smell things, you get wet when you're going through some of those things. And it's just so nice. Once we left there, we decided to go to Millennial Park. It's nothing like seeing the Bean, Cloud Gate. So we did that. And then we ended the evening with a fancy dinner, as my daughter calls it, at Shaw. This is also a staple in the community, and the food was excellent. I decided to do a surf and turf. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. And this broccolini, since I've left there, I have tried to replicate that broccolini. It was delicious. And then we did the 4 desserts in one, so we could get a little taste of everything. And then the next morning, we went to Yoke, which is just one of their staple franchise restaurants there. The food was all right. Nothing to write home about, but I did love the pancakes. And after that, we left. So if you're in Chicago, I say steal my itinerary, make it easy for you. You're going to really enjoy yourself. It is such a great city, and I definitely will go back, and I might even stay longer. Thanks for watching. If you like this video or it helped you in any form or fashion, please do me a favor, leave a comment, leave a nice note, and or subscribe. Of course, the subscriptions let me know that people are watching and they enjoy my videos. Thanks again.